Listen up. Stop eating dessert for lunch. This is not bread. This is a chemical sponge engineered to survive your pantry for 3 weeks. The same mold inhibitor that keeps it fresh has been linked to behavioral issues in children. You are feeding your family logistics, not nutrition. Today we are doing this simple and brutal. We are ripping the mask off bread because most bread in America is not bread. It is a soft, sweet, shelf-stable product engineered to sit there and keep you coming back. And if that sounds dramatic, good, because the packaging has been lying to you calmly for decades. They want you to look at the front. Whole grains, multigrain, crafted, artisan, heart healthy, cute little wheat stalks and beige colors that scream, I am healthy. But that front label is not a guarantee. It is a mood. It is like slapping Sporty on a soda. Still soda. Now here's the part that matters. This video is not here to shame you for eating sandwiches. It is here to expose the tricks so you stop paying premium money for a loaf that behaves like dessert with a haircut. So let us talk about what packaged bread is actually designed to do. It is designed to stay unnaturally soft for too long. It is designed to taste the same every time. It is designed to survive shipping, stacking, squeezing, and weeks of storage like it is made of plastic foam. That does not happen by magic. It happens by formulation. And once you see the formulation, you cannot unsee it. Here is the first trap. Trap 1. Enriched wheat flour. If the first ingredient says enriched wheat flour, that is the warning siren. Enriched wheat flour is refined flour stripped down, then sprayed with a couple of nutrients so it can pretend it is food again. It is a nutritional zombie. When refined flour is the base, the bread digests fast. That is why you can eat 2 slices and somehow still feel hungry again. Your body did not get real structure. It got quick carbs and a soft costume. So the companies do what companies do. They patch the problem with tricks. Trap 2, the softness hacks. Most mass bread stays soft because it is built on additives that act like texture control. You will see things like mono and diglycerides, DATEM, sodium stearoyl, lactylate. Sounds like a chemistry set because it basically is. Here is the real scam. DATEM is an emulsifier that allows manufacturers to use cheaper, lower quality flour and still get a fluffy loaf. You are paying a premium for a chemical whose primary job is to mask the use of cheap ingredients. What do those do? They keep the bread consistent. They keep it fluffy. They keep it uniform. They keep it from acting like real bread. Because real bread gets firmer. Real bread changes. Real bread has a shorter life. This stuff is designed to be a sponge forever. And yes, you can taste the result, not as chemical, as unnatural convenience, as bread that does not feel like it ever truly becomes stale. It just slowly becomes sad. Trap 3. Freshness is often a preservative story. If your bread can sit there for ages, stay soft, and look the same, something is doing that job. Often it is mold inhibitors and preservatives like calcium propionate. Calcium propionate is so effective it can prevent mold for 3 weeks. But it does not just kill mold. It has been linked to irritability and restlessness in children in some studies. You are paying for a chemical that extends shelf life at the cost of potential behavioral side effects. Again, the point is not panic, the point is honesty. A product designed to be soft and stable for weeks is not made with your body as the priority. It is made with logistics as the priority. Once you understand that, the marketing lines get embarrassing. Let's talk about those marketing lines. Multigrain, made with whole grains, wheat, country style, baked with care. Sounds healthy, right? It's the oldest, cheapest trick in the book, but it can be the oldest trick in the book. Add a sprinkle of something darker so the loaf looks healthy, while the base is still refined flour. Here's how you beat that trick in 10 seconds. You do not need to be a nutrition expert. You need one rule. Rule 1, the first ingredient must be whole wheat or sprouted grain. Not enriched, not wheat flour, whole wheat, or sprouted grain. If it is not, put it back. Trap 4, sugar and salt. You would be shocked how many healthy breads are sweetened, because refined bread tastes like nothing and nothing does not sell. So they sweeten it, then they salt it, then they call it wholesome. Many popular healthy whole wheat breads contain 3 to 5 grams of added sugar per slice. That means a single sandwich, 2 slices can contain as much sugar as a chocolate chip cookie. You are eating dessert for lunch. Look at the nutrition label like you are auditing a liar. Sugar per slice. If it is creeping up, that is not health. That is strategy. Sodium per slice. If it is high, that is not flavor. That is shelf engineering. 2 slices turn into a meal fast. And that is how people accidentally stack sugar and sodium all day while thinking they are eating clean. Now let's hit the most important part. People always ask, okay, so what should I buy then? Good, because I'm not leaving you with paranoia. I'm leaving you with a shopping list. Here are 5 solid options in the US that actually move you away from junk bread. Option 1, Food for Life, Ezekiel 4:9. Sprouted grain bread. This is the I'm serious bread. It's usually kept cold for a reason. Real bread doesn't pretend it can survive forever. Option 2, Dave's Killer Bread. This is the most realistic upgrade for most people because you can actually find it everywhere. Look for the whole grain seeded versions, and yes, different varieties differ, so use the checklist, but as a brand it's a major step up from the cheap soft loaves. Option 3, Silver Hills. Sprouted options, often cleaner and usually kept colder. Again, if it needs refrigeration, that's usually a good sign. Option 4, Alvarado Street Bakery. Sprouted lines offer a more real bread vibe, and they are a good upgrade if you can find them. Option 5, Nature's Own 100% whole wheat. This is the okay, I want the normal budget option pick. Not perfect, but for many families, it's an easy step away from the worst stuff. Now, let me make this even simpler, because brands change, stores change, your city changes, so here's your universal bread checklist. Screenshot this mentally. Step 1, first ingredient, whole wheat or sprouted grain. If the first ingredient is enriched flour, put it back. Step 2, fiber. More fiber usually means more real structure. If it is basically 0, you are buying air. Step 3, sugar. If it is sweet, do not pretend it is healthy. Step 4, sodium. If it is sky high, you are paying for shelf control. Step 5, ingredients list length. If it reads like a lab receipt, you are not buying bread. You are buying an industrial formula. And here's the final gut punch. The reason this matters isn't because a single slice is going to destroy you. It's because this is daily. Breakfast, lunch, snacks, toast, sandwiches, you stack it for years. And the bread industry knows that. They know you're tired, you're busy, and you'll grab the soft, sweet, convenient loaf. It's a calculated chemical assault on your grocery budget and your health. But now you know, now you can walk into a store and see the aisle for what it is, a wall of marketing, a wall of convenience products pretending to be tradition, a wall of chemical cover-ups. So here's the challenge, stop being their easiest customer. Next time you buy bread, do the 10-second audit. Look at the label and ask yourself, am I buying food or am I buying a science experiment designed to sit on a shelf for 3 weeks? And if you want to make this interactive, drop a comment with the exact bread you buy and I'll tell you brutally whether it's a decent pick or a scam in a loaf. Also answer this one question. Are you going to keep paying for the LIE, the cheap, soft, chemically preserved product that prioritizes logistics over your body? Or are you going to pay for the truth? Comment it. Because the second you start buying better, the system feels it. You hit them where it hurts, their profit margin, and that's the only language they speak. Hit them back.